look outside right now, National Cathedral. You can see the clouds hovering above. Meteorologist Damon Matson joined us now with the latest check. And Damon, I assume the rest of the day will look like this.
Well, it's actually going to get a little more active on us, Mark. Yeah, unfortunately. And we just have an update here from the National Weather Service. We've been talking about that possibility of thunderstorms this afternoon. Some of them could turn strong given how hot and humid it's starting to get across much of the DMV. And there you go, just like that. Coming in from the National Weather Service, a severe thunderstorm watch has been issued now across the entire I-95 corridor, the D.C. Metro. This does expand back into Northern Virginia, Fauquier, Loudoun counties, up toward Frederick, Carroll counties in Maryland, and then down across the southern extent of Maryland as well, Charles, St. Mary's, and Calvert counties. Now, it's not only that severe thunderstorm threat, but one of the things that those storms could produce here is something that unfortunately we're all too familiar with. Heavy rainfall is yet again on the table, and so we have this flood watch in effect for some of the same areas, particularly around D.C. and I-95, and that flood watch goes until 8 p.m. So from now all the way through the evening time, that's when things could get the most active. And as a matter of fact, it's already starting to ramp up out there because we have a warm front to our north. We have another boundary that's sitting right over the I-95 corridor, and in between, there you go. We're seeing some pockets of steadier rainfall and thunderstorms just starting to pop up very, very quickly. And a closer look in shows the fact that most of this activity has been out across I-81, parts of Northern Virginia, now drifting into Frederick, Montgomery counties as well. D.C., it is still quiet for the moment, but don't let that fool you. There is going to be some activity, especially later this afternoon. But this first batch is mainly targeting north of the city. And there you go. We're starting to see some lightning, hear some thunder, and experience that heavy rainfall across the northern extent of Loudoun County, from Purcellville to Hillsborough, back up to Bowlington. That heavy rain is just starting to cross the Potomac as well toward Brunswick, and eventually this will impact Point of Rocks down to Leesburg, and then moving over into northern Montgomery County here within the next half hour. But there's already some heavier rainfall showing up close to 270 near Germantown, down just north of Rockville. So this is going to be the corridor of the most activity here within the next 30 minutes. So along Route 15, getting over toward I-270, just a heads up, you're going to run into one or two of these storms as they quickly intensify. And it's no surprise they will. Look at these temperatures. We are heating up well into the 80s, even close to 90 the farther south that you go. And look at these dew points too, folks. It is downright tropical. There is a lot of moisture for these storms to work with, and that's where the heavy rainfall threat is going to come from. So check it out. As we move forward, we have this activity right now over Loudoun, Montgomery, and Frederick counties that will drift toward the Baltimore metro over the next hour or two. But check this out. By 2-3 o'clock, another round is likely to start showing up across the Shenandoah Valley. This will move eastward then and could make things quite noisy along I-66 into the district and then down across parts of southern Maryland by 4, 5, 6 p.m. this evening. And again, heavy rainfall is the main thing we're watching for here, but any severe thunderstorms that develop could bring the threat of damaging wind gusts, and that could very easily knock down trees and power lines with how soggy it's been. Now, this does wrap up by 7 to 8 o'clock this evening, but check this out, folks. After a quiet start on Thursday, an even stronger cold front is expected to sweep in. And then we're back with a higher severe threat indeed on Thursday afternoon and evening. There's that line forming up, so it's going to be another noisy one out there on Thursday. We have a DMV first warning in effect for that threat tomorrow, the higher severe threat that's out there, as well as the sweltering conditions. But Friday, it's quieter, less humid, before some brutal heat and humidity make a return starting Sunday and lasting into early next week.
All right, Damon, thank you.